Hello people of YouTube, Cliff with the Baron Bishop Blade Reviews channel here with a long overdue knife review. Lately, all that's been on my channel has been cut tests and updates on when Cutlery Lover got hacked and EDC stuff, which apparently you guys liked. I got some views and some good comments on everything, so I appreciate that. But really, I just haven't been reviewing as many knives as I've wanted to or as I should be doing for the channel. So for that I apologize, but I will make up for it right now with one. The knife I will be reviewing for you lovely people today is the Kershaw 1920 Select Fire. Let me go ahead and say this knife is a godsend for people like me who don't get the multi-tool hype. I've said before in one of my videos, I like multi-tools. I understand their place, their function, and their purpose, but however, it's just not for me. You know, the tool I need 9 times out of 10 when I'm away from home, away from my tools, is a knife. So I don't need, a file and pliers usually. And usually if I need pliers, I can rig something up with my knife blade, use it and my fingertip as kind of like a makeshift plier, basically. So anyway, that's my feeling on the multi-tool. I'm not bashing anybody that does like them. You have just as much a right to enjoy multi-tools and enjoy using and carrying them as I do knives. However, the Kershaw Select Fire right here is a complete game changer because you check in the back there, you've got 4 screwdriver bits, 2 Phillips and 2 flatheads, and look, you got a bit driver back here. You slide the bits out, you can replace them with other bits if you want. That's probably what I'll do eventually. I'll get some star bits and everything in there as well. And it's amazing because, like I said, multi-tools, 9 times out of 10, just need a knife. But if I need another tool, what is it usually? It's a screwdriver. And I know a knife can serve as a screwdriver, but it's not really the best thing to use your knife for. In fact, a lot of companies say they will void your warranty if you damage your knife from using it like a screwdriver. So just take that in mind with this. So extremely handy, extremely versatile knife, and little secret feature here. They don't even have this on the website. That's how secret it is. It's got a bottle opener. You can open beer with it, or soda in a glass bottle for the people under 21. But yeah, so just another little extra cool feature with it. Gonna get into some technical specs for you guys here. The blade, the most important part of the knife, is 3 3/8 inches long, 8CR, 13 MOV. Has a very nice satin finish on it. Combo edge, which for this knife, I would say only purpose really. I shouldn't say only purpose, but its primary purpose, as with most knives, is it's a utility working blade first. I would go as far as to classify this as a hard use blade because, I mean, come on. When you put a screwdriver in the back of a knife, it's meant to be used. So the combo edge is handy for, cutting rope or other fibrous materials. That's what the serrations are mostly good for. They'll hold an edge a lot longer. And for those of you that aren't fans of serrations, you still have the majority of the blade that's going to see EDC action. It's perfectly functional. Sorry, it's a straight edge. It's 8:46 in the morning, okay? I'm going to make some mistakes in this video. But like I said, the majority of EDC work, like opening boxes or packages or whatever, the majority of the stress and the wear and tear on your blade is going to be in about this area right here. And I think that might be why Kershaw chose to do the serrations this way, you know? Usually they would stop about right here with some knives. It's a little over 50-50. A lot of people call it a 50-50 edge because it's half serrated, half plain edge. This is a little more than 50-50. I would say maybe 60-40. But yeah, the blade is double hollow ground, which I do like, but I can see where that could pose some problems. Hollow ground edges by default are going to be a little more brittle and tend to chip out easier. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking in my knife box to get a comparison blade. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. But okay, here we go. See the hollow grind in that? What you're getting with that is a lot finer edge, which means it'll be a little easier to sharpen, but it will wear easier and it'll be more likely to chip out than right here. One that's going to be reviewed soon. The Spyderco Centofonte 3 has a mid-spine flat grind. That's going to be a lot stronger edge. So not bashing the hollow grind. I'm a big fan of it most of the time. I'm just being real with you and saying that it can pose some problems. Alright, so out of the box, the knife was very sharp, just as any knife I've ever gotten from Kershaw has been. They're extremely good about that. Never been let down by them in terms of out of the box sharpness. Honestly, I'd have to say the only company that I have been not upset with, but a little disappointed with as far as out of the box sharpness goes is CRKT, which you'll hear that from a lot of people. I have a post-it note here. I will do a little cut test for you. Now keep in mind I have used this a good bit, so it's not factory edge, but we'll see how. See, it's slicing through the paper. They're on the plain edge side, but not very cleanly at all. Yeah, I'll need to re-sharpen that. But the serrations, still extremely sharp. This is the only serrated knife I've ever been able to shave with. It's that sharp. I don't recommend doing that, by the way. It can be ugly. But the serrations, very sharp as they should be. A lot of people don't like serrations. I usually am one of them. However, when serrations are done right, like on this or some of the other cold steel serrated knives, I am a fan. I think the main issue, throwing the paper away, I think the main issue with serrations that people have is that they are extremely difficult to sharpen, but, you know, there are ways and means, so. But yeah, that's the blade. Very adequate blade, I would say, for nearly any EDC task. Anything larger, just get a fixed blade. You know, if you want a working knife, don't have to worry about a lock failure or anything with a fixed blade, and they are a lot longer than this. Usually, there are some tiny ones, but yeah, the blade has dual thumb studs. Excellent thumb studs, by the way. This is probably the fastest manual knife from Kershaw, at least, that I've ever seen. Great job, you guys. See, I'm trying to do this review a little differently. I'm starting from the blade and just moving backwards so I don't miss anything. So, but yeah, very easy to open, quick deployment. You can just open it, you know, kind of civilian friendly, as I call this. It's a little less scary to people than, you know, just flicking it out. The thumb studs are kind of, I don't know if you would call it milled or what right there, but it allows you to dig your thumb in there and just get it good enough pressure to where you can just flick it out like that. I'm a really big fan of the thumb studs on this knife. I think Kershaw just, you know, did a great job with this knife altogether. So on the back you have the model number, which I love that Kershaw does. This one, like I said, is the 1920, and it is a G&G Hawk design. So I like that they put the designer of the knife's name on there. And it is made in China, so for those of you that have an issue with that, I respect your opinion. I just don't share it. So, um, people that are strictly against overseas produced knives, I understand where you're coming from, but for me, when the quality's still there, it's not really that big of a deal to me where it's made. So that's all I'll say about that. The pocket clip is one of my favorite ones from Kershaw. I love Kershaw knives, but in one of my other models I'm not going to dig around in there. One of my other Kershaws that I own, Crown, it no, sorry, the pocket clip on it, the first Crown I ever bought, the pocket clip broke off of it. The second one, it's incredibly loose now. This one, I mean, this one's on par with cold steel clips, you know? It's probably too strong for some people, but for me, it all translates back to the overall purpose of the knife. You know, it's going to be a workhorse. You don't want your work knife falling out of your pants. So, one thing that a lot of people won't like is that it is only tip down carry. You can switch it to left hand. I've kept it at right because I'm a righty, obviously. But there is a reason to this. Just like you never see a waveable knife with a tip down carry because it interferes with the deployment. This one, they've got to keep the clip at the front so you can still get your bits out. If you tip up carry to this, you would basically have half of what the knife comes with. So, yeah, that's the pocket clip. The handle is glass-filled nylon. It's very lightweight, very comfortable. Ergonomically, it's really just interesting. You know, your hands kind of naturally fit it, which is Kershaw is the best company for this so far that I've encountered as far as ergonomics go. Every knife of theirs that I've held is just so comfortable in the hand. So, yeah, very good ergonomics. You get reasonable traction. I would like some jimping along here just because, you know, for the kind of knife it is, it would help just to have that little extra bit of traction. So that is the handle. The lock on it, it does have a liner lock, another criticism that some people might have, but you know, it kind of has to have a liner lock because of the screwdriver and the bits. You know, I'm willing to compromise it myself. Some people that would not be interested in this, whether it be just because they're not a Kershaw fan or they don't like all the extra crap on it. I shouldn't say crap. All the extra accessories on it. They would not be a fan, but you can't have a lock back because of the screwdriver. And for me, a frame lock would kind of maybe disrupt the overall feel of the knife. So it is a liner lock, but it's very strong. No side to side play. Actually, there's just a fraction, just barely any side to side play. No up and down play at all. Pretty sturdy lockup, I'd say, especially for the price point, or at least what this one cost. Get to the bit holders. As you can see, probably it's just held in there with a small spring. So that is one thing I don't like. It what do you call that? Oh God, sorry. The bit holder does just spring back in like that, so you kind of have to hold it there. It's a little. It's not terribly uncomfortable, you know. It's not like impossible to do, but you know, it would be easy for that to slip up, and your bit holder goes back into the handle. So not a big deal. Actually, I have 5 seconds left on my time, so I guess this concludes part one. Thank you. Oh, well, I guess it didn't stop. Usually, my computer cuts me off at 15 minutes. I'm sorry about that. I feel stupid now, but 15 minutes in, that's not a big enough deal for me to redo this whole video. So, like I was saying, the bit holders, very nice, very functional. They really do hold them in there. So try to shake that out. Even just kind of lightly pulling on it, it's not budging. Your bits are not going to fall out of this. However, it's not so tight that you can't take them out. So kind of get the best of both worlds with that. The screwdriver in the back, it can lock sideways like this for if you're in a closer quarters type of deal, you get a little better control, or just straight out, like a normal screwdriver. So yeah, that is the screwdriver portion of that. It's very strong, I'd say. Like just tapping it like that, I'm not able to disengage it. See, there I did, but it is strong enough to where I don't think you have to worry about it failing on you. One thing that's a plus to me and for a lot of people is that it is magnetic. So you don't have to worry about your bit falling out of the driver either. So very nice, very just good craftsmanship and quality altogether on it, especially for the price point. And this knife right here, not as cheap directly from Kershaw, but no knife is. Your retail price is never the lowest price. Pulled up, I have Kershaw's website right here, and the 1920 MSRP is $35 for this. Walmart right now has them for $10. That's right, they have the black and the blue glass-filled nylon handle. So while they have that deal going on, I highly recommend you go out and pick one up because it is a workhorse. It will deliver. So I suppose that concludes my review on the 1920 Kershaw Select Fire. Thank you all so much for supporting us. Thank you for watching our videos and liking them and commenting. It really just means a lot to us. I'm going out of town today, actually fairly soon, so I'll be back soon, posting more videos. You guys take care. Have a happy new year. I thank you all so much. Stay safe in your travels, and just enjoy your holidays, everybody. So, Cliff from the Baron Bishop channel. Take care.